Hi, and welcome to this new episode. This one is a special one because maybe you know, maybe you don't, maybe you've been part of it, but in the last few months, we had one great online event called the Confident Singer Bootcamp. And it was so amazing. People were so engaged. There were so many singers, passionate singers, asking for feedback, posting their songs, and getting results by shifting one little thing in their vocal technique or even in their mindset. And because it was so inspiring, I do want to share a little piece of it with you. So this episode will actually be a recording of that Confident Singer Bootcamp training. And it was just such an amazing event. So when the next one happens, I will tell you if you want. So in the link here in the description below, you can find the waitlist if you want to be part of our next bootcamp happening in a few months. So enjoy this very special episode, and I'll see you there in the recording. Bye. Do you want to know the biggest mistake that most beginner singers make? I'm assuming you do, because that will help us as well to grow as singers. So most singers, they just put on YouTube, the radio, Spotify, and they sing along with the original artist. And I think we've all done that before, right? But as I told you in the beginning of this training, it's not the most efficient way to learn to sing really well. Singing is great. It's a great passion for most of us. It's a way to process those difficult emotions, to tell stories, to share messages, to escape from the everyday hustle, right? That's why the most successful singers, they bring their own personality into a song. That is what distinguishes the successful and the confident singer from the beginner and amateur singer. So, by singing a song in your own unique and authentic way, you'll quickly notice that you can grab your listener's attention in just a few seconds. You'll notice that you'll get more satisfaction from singing too, because it becomes a way to process those challenging emotions. It gives you an outlet for these emotions, it gives you a sense of relief. So, as an example, when I'm very angry, it has already happened that I just have to shout to let everything out. So, maybe that has happened to you too. It also often happens in the car when people are driving and they get mad at other people for driving recklessly. And sometimes we start to scream at those drivers in front of us, right? So, that outlet, that is what singing can do for you when you can sing a song in your own unique and authentic way. Amazing, right? So just think about it. Think of a concert that you went to, a concert of which you have wonderful memories of. Was this singer able to move you because he or she was 100% him or herself while singing? Because this person could tell a story, because he or she showed emotions? Or do you remember this concert because the songs were played 100% exactly the same as on the record? Every note, every rhythm, every phrasing of a sentence was an exact copy of the original album. Is that what affects us? Listening to the song exactly like on the album, or feeling those emotions, hearing the story this person has to tell? Yeah, exactly. Most singers would say that what makes the difference is the artist itself. The way a singer brings a song, not necessarily all the technical elements behind it. It's the individuality of that person that makes it so special and so unique. So if you don't do that and you sing a song note for note, just like the original, without any feeling or intention, you might come across as a copycat. It might come across as boring, as superficial, because the listener has heard it before. So let's take a look at how you can go about doing this. How can you perform a song in your own unique and authentic way without any shame, without any doubts or insecurities? Because many singers are afraid to show themselves for who they are authentically. So the key here is learning to improvise, learning to use variation, and be able to tell your story and access your emotions. Because it may very well be that you want to sing and use this as an outlet, but if you don't know how you can express yourself while singing, there's great danger that we're going to be over analyzing everything. And so that we are more thinking and being in our heads than in our feelings. So these are a few things that can help us with that. See, these three tools, um, well, these three things, you should see them as tools to make singing and expression, being expressive when singing, more easy. So let's go over these three tools. Let's start with improvisation. And many people are afraid to improvise because they don't know what to do. And I remember when I was asked to improvise, when I was learning this, I didn't know what to say, and then suddenly my turn was over. So what is improvisation? Improvisation is when you invent something. You're creating something from scratch. You're doing something that doesn't exist yet. Now, there are various techniques and tools that you can use to improvise easily, and you can find all of them in the Singing Insiders. But for today, we're going to look at one technique that can help you improvise with ease. So know that there are more that you can have in your toolkit, but for now, we're focusing on one technique so that you can get started. So this technique is using sounds. So this again, let's look at the second piece of the chorus, and we're going to be improvising. What I say with sounds, so let me grab my lyrics. And let's just sing that part where you see the improvisation arrow. So let's take it from "Let the storm in," just so that we have it in our heads. And then we can start improvising with it. Okay, let's do it together. Here we go. And let the storm in. I cannot be broken. No, I won't live unspoken. 'Cause I know that I won't go speechless. So that was the second half of the chorus. Now, say we want to improvise, we could improvise using sounds. So I want to challenge you to take away the lyrics and sing it on an ooh. Let's do that together. We're singing everything on an ooh. Here we go. And ooh, 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 ooh. Easy, right? Now I want you to take away the melody and use an ooh, or use a yeah, use an oh, or use an mm. So let me give you an example. Ah, yeah, yeah, ooh. Now, those are lots of sound. That might be a little bit too much, but see how we changed it up? So I'm still using the original melody, but I'm using an ooh, an ah, a yeah, an instead of the actual lyrics. This is one way to improvise. So we're gonna do that one last time, and I wanna invite you to play with this. I'm not going to be singing along because I want you to be able to improvise freely, but let's try and see where that brings us. Here we go. And ba-da-da. Yeah, play with sounds. Let's do that again just because it's so much fun. And da-da-da. Yay! Play with the sounds. Beautiful, beautiful. Now, some of you might find it easy, while others might find it really hard. And again, the fact that it is hard is great because that means that you're learning. And that's exactly why we're here, right? This is one way to communicate with your audience and to share a song in your own unique, authentic way.